Just breathe in and out just a couple of times, just to calm yourself from the day. So with the finger posture in Varuna Mudra, which is the little finger touching the thumb. This removes dryness of the body, makes the skin soft and shiny. It's useful in skin diseases, blood disorders, pimples, and diseases arising out of deficiency of the water element. And it helps to make the face more beautiful. So that's the little finger touching the thumb. And just rest the hands back down on your knees, and we'll chant Om 3 times. 80% of the breath goes on the O, and 20% of the breath goes on the M. And this puts us in the right frame of mind to practice yoga. So if you'd like to close your eyes down, fingers in Varuna Mudra, the little finger touching the thumb, and we'll chant Om 3 times. Deep breath in. Om. And again, deep breath in. Om. And one more time, deep breath in. Om. Raise the hands up above the head, bringing the palms together and rub them nice and warm. Building up the prana between the hands. And then spread that energy all over the face and neck and down the rest of the body. And open your eyes. So with the fingers still in Varuna Mudra, the little finger touching the thumb, we'll do Bhastrika, which is a deep breathing exercise, and we'll do this for 5 minutes. With your eyes closed, take a deep breath in, fill in your lungs, and then gently breathe out. Breathing in and breathing out should take about the same amount of time, 2.5 seconds to breathe in and 2.5 seconds to breathe out. So if you close down the eyes, I'll set the timer for 5 minutes and we shall begin. While you breathe in, imagine you are taking in positive energy and vibration. And as you breathe out, imagine all the toxins leaving your body. When the heart and the head get adequate quantity of energy and oxygen, the blood is purified and the body gets rid of all toxins. Breath is the bridge between the body and emotion. By regulating the breath, you can shift from a place of upset, tearful, or angry to a calm, balanced, happy place. Excuse me. Raise your hands up in the air, above the head, bringing your palms together and rub them nice and warm. Building up the energy between the hands. And then spread that energy all over the face and neck. And open your eyes. Then we'll stand up. And we'll start with a spot jog, gently moving from one foot to the other. Then bring the arms into it, moving the arms up and down. And if it feels comfortable, speed yourself up a little bit. And a little bit more. And start to slow down. And slowly come to a halt. Hands on the hips, feet apart. Make big circles with the hips. And the other way. And last one. Just give the arms and legs a bit of a shake, loosening everything up. Feet hip width apart. Lift the hands up above the head, stretching up nice and tall. Feeling the feet grounding into the floor. Stretching up, straightening the back, pulling the tummy in. And then bring both the arms down over to the right hand side. Putting one arm on one hand on your right hip, the other arm behind, and looking over your right shoulder. Putting a small twist into the back. Then back up above the head, stretching up nice and tall, feeling your feet grounded in the floor, back straight, tummy in. And then bring your left hand to your bring your right hand to your left hip, left hand behind, looking over your left shoulder, putting a small twist into the spine. And back to the center, bringing the arms down by the sides. And we'll put the hands on the hips, and we'll lift your individual knees one at a time. And last one on this side, and last one on this side. Feet apart, hands out in front. Bend one knee, stretch the other leg out. Up to the center and down the opposite side. Up to the center and the opposite side. Back up and down. Up and down. Up and down. Up. And one last time on each side. Come back to the center. Bring your feet a little closer together and just give your arms and legs just a little bit of a shake. Feet hip width apart, hands above the head, and we'll lean to one side. And back up to the center, and then to the opposite side. To the center, and to the opposite side. Feeling the stretch in the side. Back up, and over to the opposite side. Back to the center, and lower the arms, and just give them a little bit of a shake. Feet apart, hands out to the sides, and we'll touch the alternate toes. So I'm bringing my right hand to the left foot, and then back up. And then the same on the opposite side. Carry on with this. On alternate sides. Breathing in as you come up, breathing out as you go down. And last one on this side. And last one on this side. And just give your arms and legs a little bit of a shake, keeping everything loose. So we'll keep the feet apart, hands out to the side, into a nice star position. And then we'll bend the knees, bend the elbows, and bring ourselves into a goddess. Straighten the knees, straighten the elbows, bring yourself back into a star. Bend the knees, bend the elbows, back into a goddess pose. Straighten the knees, straighten the elbows, back into a star. And one last time, bend the knees, bend the elbows into a goddess pose. This time, take each alternate hand above the head. And back up to a star and lower the hands to the sides. So I'm taking my right hand to my right foot, and with my left hand, I'm taking it up behind me and looking at that hand into a triangle pose. Back up to the center, and we'll do the same the opposite side. So taking my left hand to my right foot, lifting up the left arm behind and turning my head to look at it. And back up to the center, and one more time on each side. So right hand to the left foot, lifting up that left arm, turning your head to look at it. And back up, and then on the opposite side. Left hand to right foot, right arm in the air, turning your head to look up at it. And back up to the center, and just wrap the arms around the body just to supple the arms. Bend the knees, feet hip width apart, bend the knees, hands on the knees, and just make circles with the knees. And reverse. And back up. Just give the legs just a little bit of a shake. And we'll come to the front of the mat and we'll do the sun salutation. A series of 12 postures to keep the body in optimum health. Bring the hands to the heart, palms together, and just breathe in and out a couple of times. Breathe in, lifting up the arms into a backward bend. Breathe out, folding at the waist, bringing the hands to the ground into a forward bend. Bend the right leg, stretching the left leg out behind, and look up. Take the right leg to join the left, lifting up the hips into a downward dog. And just lift up the alternate heels here to walk the dog. Then step the feet back and bring yourself into a nice plank position. Trying to hold it there for a moment before coming to the ground, knees, chest, chin to the floor, hips raised slightly, hands next to the shoulders, elbows bent. Lift the head up, straightening the arms, bringing yourself into a nice cobra position. Tuck the toes under, lifting up the hips, back into downward dog. This time, bring the left leg between the hands, stretching the right leg out behind, and look up. Take the right leg to join the left, lifting up the arms into a backward bend. And then bring the hands to the heart, back into prayer position. And take a couple of breaths here. So we'll do that again. Lifting up the arms into a backward bend. Folding up the waist into a forward bend. This time, take the right leg back, leaving the left leg bent in front, and look up. Take the left leg to join the right, lifting up the hips into a downward dog. Trying to push the head between the hands if possible. And while you're down there, if you lift the alternate heels, exercising the hamstrings, and walking the dog. Then walk your feet back and bring yourself into a nice plank position. Before lowering to the ground, knees, chest, chin to the floor, hips raised slightly, hands next to the shoulders, elbows bent. Take a big breath in, lifting up the head, straightening the arms into a cobra. Put the toes under, lifting up the hips, back into downward dog. This time, bring the right leg forward between the hands, stretching the left leg out behind, and look up. Take the left leg to join the right, lifting up the arms, back into backward bend. And then bring the hands to the heart. And just take a few breaths here. Come back to the center of the mat. Hands out to the side. Find something to gaze at. And we'll lift up one knee. Balance on the other leg. Lower the knee, lower the arms. Then we'll do the same on the other side. Arms out to the side, lifting the opposite knee. Finding something to gaze at and holding that balance on the straight leg. And lower back to the ground. Just give yourself a little bit of a shake. Feet hip width apart. Arms out in front. Bend the knees into a half chair, bringing the bottom down like you're sitting on a chair. Just try and hold it there for a moment. And back up. Give arms and legs a bit of a shake. Because we'll do that again. Arms out in front. Bend the knees, bringing the bottom down like you're sitting on a chair. And back up. Little bit of a shake, and then we'll do a full chair. So feet a little further apart, I like to point my toes out into diagonals. I find that easier. Hands out in front, join the palms together, bend the elbows, bringing the hands to the chest, and bend the knees, bringing yourself into a full chair. Don't force anything, just do what your body allows. This is your yoga practice. And back up. Wrap the hands around the body, just suppling the arms. Well, we do that again. Hands out in front, palms together, hands to the heart, bend the knees, coming down into a full chair. If you can get right down, try and push your elbows into your knees just to widen that stretch. And back up. And just give yourself a little bit of a shake. Feet hip width apart. And we'll bring the hands to the knees, keeping a nice straight back, looking down at your mat to a half forward fold. And back up. Then we'll go a little bit lower, bringing the hands to the shins, if that's comfortable. Keeping the back nice and straight, staring down at the mat. And back up. And then for the last time, we'll bring the hands up above the head, stretching nice and tall, and then forward fold, folding from the waist, breathing out as you go down, bringing the hands towards the mat. And back up. And just give your arms and legs a little bit of a shake. And then we'll walk up and down the mat, first on our toes, then on our heels, then on the sides of the feet, and then the insides of the feet, just like Charlie Chaplin. And next we'll come back down to the mat for the next breathing exercise, Kapalbhati, a breathing out exercise, and we'll do this for 5 minutes. Don't do this if you're pregnant. Practice slowly if you have a heart condition or high blood pressure, or if you've had an operation in the last 6 months. Other than that, everyone else is fine to do this. If for any of those reasons you can't do Kapalbhati, carry on with Bhastrika, the last exercise. Just deep breathing. So for this exercise, I like to use Surya Mudra as a finger posture. This is the ring finger pressed down with the thumb. This balances the body, reduces weight, and increases the heat element in the body to aid in proper digestion. So that's the ring finger pressed down with the thumb. The emphasis is on breathing out deeply through your nose while your stomach contracts. Inhaling will be automatic. So I'll set the timer for 5 minutes and we shall begin. This exercise helps the face become bright, lustrous and attractive. The internal organs get exercise and it works with the digestive system, helping to regulate weight. It's also very good for strengthening the immune system. 1 minute left. If it feels comfortable and you'd like to, you could speed up a little bit. But if not, carry on just as you were. Excuse me. Raise your hands up above your head, bringing your palms together and rub them nice and warm. And then spread that warm energy all over your face and neck and shoulders, and open your eyes. So we'll remain seated on the floor, but bringing the legs out in front. Legs straight in front, hands next to the hips, palms down on the mat. And we'll exercise the toes, just the toes, bending the toes backwards and forwards. And then the whole feet. Breathing out as you press the foot down, pointing the toes. Breathing in to pull it back to the body. Down, up, down, up. And last one, and then we'll make circles with the feet, exercising the ankles. Reverse. And last one, and just give the knees just a little bit of a shake. Bend one knee, keeping the foot on the mat, and we'll throw the foot away in front, leaving the heel on the mat, exercising the pressure points in the heel. Repeat. Last one, and then we'll do the same with the other foot. Last one. Just give the knees just a little bit of a shake. Then we'll do the two together for 5. You can either cross your hands in front, holding onto each of the opposite elbow, or you can leave your hands down by the side of your hips on the mat. So we'll lift both the feet up and throw them away for 5. And last one, just give the knees just a little bit of a shake. Hands behind one knee, and we'll make circles with the foot, exercising the knee. Nice big circles. Keeping the knee joint nice and supple. And last one, and reverse. And last one, and lower that knee to the ground. So we'll do the same with the other knee, lifting up the opposite foot, and making big circles. Keeping that knee nice and supple. And then reverse. Last one, and lower the knee back to the mat. So we'll bend one knee, lifting the foot to the thigh of the opposite leg, wrap the hands around the knee, and lift the knee to the nose, bending the head down, and bringing the knee up to the nose. And then back to the mat, and just give it a little shake up and down. If it feels comfortable, you can also do this with the foot on the top of the thigh of the straight leg, still wrapping the hands around the bent knee, lifting the knee up, lowering the nose to the knee, and down to the ground, and back to knee to the nose. The mat, just give it a little shake, and knee to the nose, and back to the ground. Now we'll massage the foot with the hands, starting at the top of the big toe, pressing with the thumbs into the underside of the foot, moving down to the neck of the big toe, over the lumpy part underneath, over the little toes. Just pushing with the hands. Paying particular attention to the center of the foot, which is where the solar plexus is, or the navi. And just pushing nicely with the thumbs all over the sole of the foot. Working your way down towards the heel. All around the heel. Up and down the sides of the feet, massaging the spine. And then just rub the whole foot with your hands up to the ankle. And then we'll revolve the foot, holding onto the foot with your hand, and just make circles with that foot. And then reverse. And then backwards and forwards. And with both your hands, starting at the ankle, press all the way up, up, up the calf of that leg. And back down. And then straighten the leg and just press with your hands all the way up the leg, from the calf right the way up the thigh. And then make two cups with your hands, and we'll just tap all the way and down the leg. And then we'll do the same with the opposite leg. So bend the opposite knee, bringing the foot to the thigh of the straight leg, either to the thigh or on top of the thigh, whichever's comfortable. Wrap the hands around the knee, lower the head, lift the knee to the nose. And back to the mat. Knee to the nose. And back to the mat. Knee to the nose. And back to the mat. Knee to the nose. And back to the mat. And then we'll massage this foot, starting at the big toe, just going all over the foot, pressing with the thumbs, across the toes, underneath the toes, all over the sole of the foot. Coming down to the center of the foot, which is the solar plexus or navi. Just pressing all the way around the foot. Down towards the heel. Up and the heel. Up and down the sides of the feet. Exercising the spine. And then just give the foot just a nice rub all over. And then we'll revolve the foot, holding on to the toes with the hand, just making circles. And then reverse. And then backwards and forwards. And then we'll press all the way up the calf with our hands, just pressing all the way up and down. Then straighten that leg and press from the ankle all the way up to the thigh, just giving that leg a little massage. And back down. Then make 2 cups with the hands, and then we'll tap all the way up and down this leg. And then we'll come back to a nice seated position for the next breathing exercise, Yulom Yulom, alternate nostril breathing. And we'll do this for 5 minutes. With your right thumb, close your right nostril and breathe in through your left. Then close your left nostril with the middle 2 fingers of your right hand and breathe out through your right. Breathe in through the right, close that nostril and breathe out through the left. And repeat. Always start and finish on the left-hand side. And if you do want that little bit more, you can breathe into the count of 5, hold to the count of 5, and breathe out to the count of 10. But however that suits you, just carry on as you would. So I'll set the timer for 5 minutes. This exercise purifies the breath and improves the level of oxygen in the blood. It helps the body become healthy and strong, gives you a positive attitude, and it helps with the blood flow to the heart, preventing heart attacks. Always finish on the left-hand side. And then lift your hands up in the air above your head, bringing your palms together and rub them nice and warm. And spread that warm energy all over the face, the neck, and open your eyes. So take your right hand to your left knee, left hand behind, and look over your left shoulder. And bring both hands back to the knees. And the opposite side, left hand to the right knee, right hand behind, look over your right shoulder. And back to the center. So next we'll bring the palms of the feet together and we'll just do butterfly. Really good exercise for the pelvic floor. Wrapping your hands around the toes. Just moving the knees up and down. If it feels comfortable, you can close down your eyes. Just feeling your knees moving up and down. And breathing in and out nice and gently. And if it feels comfortable, you could also smile. Smiling gives you double the benefit. Start to slow down and come to a stop. Bring your elbows down towards the knees and lean forward, exercising the lower back. Just come down as far as you can. Don't force anything, just do what your body allows. And then come back to a nice seated position. Arms out to the sides. Then we'll turn to the right and back to the center and then turn to the left. Do that again, to the right and to the left. To the right and to the left. And drop your hands back to your knees. Hands onto the shoulders and we'll flick the hands out in front. And then up to the sides. And to your knees. Shrug your shoulders up to your ears, taking a deep breath in, holding that breath. And breathe out and let them fall down. And again, breathing in, lifting up the shoulders. Breathe out, let them fall down. So we'll exercise the neck. So we'll look down, bringing the chin to the chest. Then lift the head up to the center and let it drop behind. Up to the center and chin to the chest. And this time, rub the chin on the chest 3 times. Up to the center and let it drop behind. and up to the center. And then we'll make circles with the neck. So chin to the chest. Slowly bring your head to the left, to the back, to the right, and to the front, and then to the right, to the back, to the left, and to the front, and up to the center. With the tips of your fingers, just tap from your forehead all over the face, nice and gently, just tapping all up and down the face, underneath the face, around the chin, up by the ears, back up to the forehead, over the nose. And then with your index fingers, just make circles on your tear ducts to remove any blockages that there might be. And then bring your hands back to your knees and take a couple of breaths. So next we'll do Brahmari. Brahmari is a humming exercise, and we'll do this 3 times. Place your index finger above your eyebrows and the rest of the fingers over your eyes. Close your ears with your thumbs, breathe in deeply, and then breathe out gently through your nose, making a humming sound. While you're doing this, imagine you are connected to all the positive energies of the universe. So we'll do this 3 times. Deep breath in. So for the last time, bring the hands up above your head, bringing the palms together, rub them nice and warm. Spread that warm energy all over the face. And open your eyes. Interlock the fingers. Bring them to the forehead. Breathe in, press and hold. The back of the head. Breathe in, press and hold. To the sides of the head. Breathe in, press and hold. And to the top of the head. Breathe in, press and hold. And then lower the hands back to the knees. And we'll close our eyes down just for a short prayer, just for the health and humanity of others. Just breathing in and out nice and gently. Om Shanti, 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 Shanti. May all be happy. May all be healthy. May no one suffer. May everyone prosper. Shanti, 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 Shanti. So we'll finish with clapping and laughing. Mr. Amada. Press the hands together. And then we'll throw our hands up in the air 3 times and laugh out loud. And again.